Can you tell us a little bit about Run It Back? What inspired you to start it, and why did you go the route of choosing it to be a nonprofit?
Yeah, great question. Back to my high school story, the school I went to didn't really have a lot of female sports, especially not basketball. Unfortunately, basketball is looked at as a minority sport in many boroughs, and especially at the school I went to, is an independent school. So we didn't have a female basketball team. So I had an opportunity to play on the boys' team due to Title IX. So I was one girl and 10 guys, which was great and taught me a lot about physical tech mentality, but killed my scouting process. Nobody wanted to come see one girl and 10 guys that they couldn't recruit. I kind of became my own journeyman. Like you see it now in the NBA where players are advocating for themselves and switching teams, or if you're a male in high school, maybe you have your coach or your agent at the time, right? Saying, like, hey, I have a 16-year-old, their grades aren't where they should be. Where can they go? And they're like, oh, just plug them here or do this. And unfortunately for women's sports, especially back when I was playing, we didn't have that. Now, so many more people are invested in the sport, which is terrific. And women are understanding there are so many different ways to like get to where you want to get to in terms of Division 1 athletics. I grew up in a co-ed sport environment, and I realized that that didn't exist outside of where I was playing. I mean, it existed near LA Fitness, Planet Hollywood, anytime you can really play sports at a local gym or a park, but it usually starts and ends there. There's no like consistent open runs that were co-ed or anything like that, especially where women weren't the minority, right? So in college, I was a walk on at my last university, and I just needed to get runs in. So I was like hitting everyone up, like, what are you doing Tuesday? Like, and New York City, like gyms are not free. They're expensive, especially if you're not playing in a league. And most people out of college don't have the resources to play in the league or just know the right connections. So I would message people, I would host different runs. It would be female runs, co-ed runs, whatever. And I was like, honestly, how do I turn this into something? So my best
Mhm.
friend at the time and I started a for-profit, which was called the Ultimate Assist, and we were hosting pay-to-play runs where people were paying like $20. You wouldn't really get anything from the experience besides photos or like mutual connections, but at least it helped cover the gym costs, photographers, whatever. And I'm like, I could probably get the funding somehow. I don't need to keep charging people. So I dissolved that company, and then in 2021 started Run It Back, where we're really putting the community in the center, offering free basketball for student athletes. So as young as the age of 9, we'll offer like youth basketball clinics or youth open runs. A lot of times, if you play the same sport as your neighbor, but you're not on the same talent pool, you won't play against each other, which is like super outrageous and a lack of connection for the youth, especially youth that look to grow in the sport. And you're going to change schools, you're going to change coaches. You need those mutual connections as a soundboard as to like, what am I doing? Should I stay in the sport? How are you getting the help you need? Whatever. So we offer that. We also offer free play for adults. So if you're older than the age of 18, we even have adults that are like 65 that are still playing the game and killing it. We offer open 5-on-5s, no referees. You call your own fouls, and it's like good energy only, which it's nice because the bad apples kind of like sort themselves out, or everyone's like, yo, this is not, we're not arguing over a foul call. Like, we have 2 hours of play. You want the ball? Cool. All right, let's keep it going. And the competition is pretty good. We've even had some ex NBA players pull up, ex WNBA players, college athletes, pros. So that's really fun. And then on the academic side, we offer student athletes a 26-week curriculum mirroring the school year, where they can meet with a mentor in their same city for an hour a week. And it's focused on cognitive thinking, decision making, personal branding, time management, so many rules and things that sports teach you about life, but that school is lacking or doesn't really teach you or dive into it. And the cool thing is we pair you with a former student athlete. So an adult that's a part of our community will go ahead, pay for their background check, and then introduce you to a student in that same city. So you can either meet virtually or in person, depending on what the students and the parents find to be okay about the relationship. And you get to take it from there. I mean, playing sports, I'm not going to lie, my mom was not a college basketball player. There was only so much I was going to listen to her. Like, yeah, okay, mom, got it, mom. Anyway, coach, so trying to help the students and the parents navigate that and have someone that's walked a similar path. And then for our adults, we offer free mock interviews, resume reviews, and speed networking sessions. You'd be surprised in the tri state area how many young adults, ages like 18 through 21 or 24, have never had their resume review, don't know what to expect for an interview, don't know what corporate America is like, or don't even have a network of professionals in corporate America that they can really lean to. And unfortunately, in today's economy, everything is for profit, right? So people are like, yeah, I'll do a resume review for you, $300. And it's like, this person doesn't even have a job. How are you charging them $300? So we cover that by pairing with corporations that are looking to volunteer and give back to the communities they work and live within. And yeah, we've helped a lot of individuals get out of that like labor and service industry into 9 to 5s with benefits and opportunities for career mobility. So that's something we do too. And yeah, we're in 15 states so far, hoping to be in all 50 and hoping to make our moves international soon enough.